absolutely rustling a finish. You can take me now. I have seen it all. Balotelli, Aguero.
Hello and welcome to the Sports Pitch Podcast. NRL round 16 preview show. All right, so we're going to just talk about the games, give our tips, think which way it's going to go. I had a shocker last week. I think I got 3 from 8.
3?
Yeah, I had a shocker.
No, you got more.
No, I had a shocker, bro.
I got 6 from 8.
Yeah, I had a shocker.
I would have got 6, but I'm like, if the Dragons can beat the Rabbits, why can't the Roosters win?
You want to tip the Roosters either way.
Don't ask yourself silly questions. It's the Dragons.
I'm sure.
Even if Rabbitohs had their whole team, brother.
We let them catch
Easy
up at
though.
the end. Like here,
They got bored.
here, take the
You don't look a
points.
good for and against. It's disgusting, eh?
Yeah, no.
They got
Bulldogs
bored.
better than the Bulldogs.
Yeah, everyone's better than the Bulldogs at this point.
You were minus 100 something, I think.
Yeah, it was minus 90 last week. It's got pumped this week. So, all right.
The Roosters are worse straight up.
It's not worse than the Dogs.
I think it is.
I still don't know how he's that far up the ladder. I don't remember the last time he's won a game,
Well,
besides
they're
the
12th,
Warriors.
2
Yeah,
weeks
but
ago.
they have like 16 competition points. I don't know how.
which is crazy, but 16 competition points sitting at 12. Usually, at this time of the
Usually
season,
you're at least 6.
you're not 6th, but you're up there. You're up there. You're better than 12th. You're sitting in the top
8.
10?
Top 8,
sitting
maybe.
top 10. But yeah, it's a crazy season, very close. Like we're sitting, second last, third last?
We're like 2 wins out of the top 8. Mate.
Yeah, we're 2 wins out. So what you've been saying for the past 2 weeks, we're 2 wins out. All right, so we started off Cowboys Penrith again, Origin round this week, so it's a diluted round. We start off Canberra's
Because why is it every week you visit you worded? What?
I heard it. I'm not stole that. I heard it, I think, on NRL 360. So it's a dilute. It was Buzz Rothfield. Diluted round of rugby league this week.
It sounds like he's asleep every time he talks. That
Yeah,
guy.
but I love him, but
Buzzy.
I love him because I hate him. You know, you just watch people just because you hate them. That's Buzz Rothfield for me. All right, start off Cowboys Panthers. 5 players out due to Origin for both teams. So let's try and name them top of our heads. Nanai for Cowboys,
Valentine Holmes.
Valentine Hose, Ruben Cotter,
Reece Robson.
Reece Robson, and
Cornhouse.
no.
Their winger.
Yes, Murray
Oh,
Tuolangi.
Tuolangi,
Well done.
yes.
All right, and then Panthers, you have
To'o.
To'o, Stephen Crichton,
Cleary.
Cleary's injured,
Yo.
Isaiah Yo,
Liam
Liam
Martin.
Martin. I feel like there's one more.
That's it.
I think that's it. Because, yeah, that's right, 6.
So
one
that's
was
Zabba
injured.
from 6. Number 6. What's his name?
Luai. No, we didn't.
Luai.
Luai. All right, so they're the outs for them teams. We'll start off. Who do you guys have?
For that game,
Yeah.
I've got Penrith.
I've got Cowboys.
Cowboys.
I think Penrith without this spine, or the 2 main parts of their spine.
They're both missing big numbers.
They are
so-
missing. They're both missing 5 players each, and Nathan Cleary injury. So it's a lot of outs. I'm just going Cowboys just because they have what's his name at the back? Scott Drinkwater,
Yes,
Dearden, number 6. They're 7. What's his name? Senior.
Townsend.
Townsend, who I don't rate, but he's
Senior
they're
fix.
Still a
7.
halfback.
And Jake Granville slots into hooker, who I think is a very good
I
hooker.
don't mind, yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
that is true.
Yeah, so I think
And Taumalola is back.
Tamalolo's back. That's right. So
Starting on the bench or starting?
no, he's starting lock straight into where Cotter's been. So it's going to be an interesting game because this was the hardest one to tip for me, but I went with the Cowboys at the end of it. I just think they'll have, like I said, the players that they have out aren't from vital positions.
Why is Crichton out?
Stephen Crichton, 18th man.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Yeah, so 19th goes home, 18th has to stay.
18th stays. Yeah, so that's why I'm tipping them. I feel like
This will be the first time
players
Jack
that-
Cogger leads a team.
yeah,
All their
because
leaders are gone.
the 5'8" is Salmon. What's his name?
Jamin
Jamin.
Salmon, yeah.
Yeah, what's his name? But Ricky Stewart.
The weak gutted dog.
That's it. The weak guarded dog is going to be their 5'8". So, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting game. I think it's going to be a good game because a lot of big names out, a lot of players that can step up and put their head up, especially for the Cowboys because there's a lot of players on the brink that get the opportunity to go in. So,
Oh, is Spencer Linu out as well? Did he get suspended?
Spencer Leniu
No.
he's playing.
No, is he?
Yeah, he's playing.
I honestly think Cowboys put a number on him, to be honest.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. Too many players missing. Too many vital players missing.
Yeah, but it's the same for the Cowboys. Like a lot of their go forward from Ruben Cotter's gone.
Yeah, but they lose
Valentine
Carter and they get
Valentine
Tom Malolo
Holmes.
now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what Tamalolo?
That's the thing, yeah.
5 seasons ago?
Well, he's coming back from injury. I doubt he's going to go hard straight
Or?
away.
Yeah, but,
And his minutes will be minimum.
We spoke about it, Tamalolo. If he can go back to how he used to play,
Oh, of course. Yeah.
he'll be a superstar. He was a superstar and then just dipped. All right, we move on. Roosters Knights. So let's talk about 2 players from this. So you got Frizzell out for the Knights, and you got Teddy. You got
Lindsay Collins.
Lindsay Collins out for the Roosters, right? But then you got Lodge has been dropped.
Which I'm very happy with.
Yeah, after last week's performance.
Last 2-3 weeks, actually.
Yeah, but last week
was
like,
absolute.
bro, he couldn't hold the ball. Gave away like 3 penalties, silly penalties.
Yeah.
Fat Lodge, as you called him, Shrek, on the podcast. So he's been dropped, and I think a lot of Roosters fans are happy.
Yeah, you would be.
Talking to Roosters fans at work, they're over the moon. Okay, and then you got out of nowhere leading try scorer for the Knights, and this is you're gonna hate this.
I already know what it is.
Mazu gets dropped.
For missing the team bus.
Is that why he got dropped?
He's like, there's team protocols, and I respect it. I do, because if you're gonna be a professional football team, you can't have players do that and just get away with it because it sets a precedent.
Yeah, but would you take him off the team, or would you just punish him in training or something?
It's very harsh.
What's the reason he missed the team bus?
I don't think his wife was giving birth to something. I'm joking.
I was gonna lose it.
No, but you punish him at training. You don't drop him from a team.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Like wins are vital right now.
These
in
are
origin
crucial
period.
points
Yeah,
they need.
it's origin
And
period.
he's their leading try scorer. So
Who replaced him?
So it's a new kid.
I have no idea.
They didn't even put Haimo Hunt. They put someone else.
I have no idea. I think it is Hamohan.
No, it's a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. But, bro, he's a leading try scorer. Most meters gained from this year.
He's not normal. He's just a bulldozer.
He's an animal.
He's a
When you
freak.
watch him play, it's like, fuck. Wing. So Dominic Young's on one wing, and who's on the other?
2 or 5, mate.
It's not my
You
PO.
don't need to scroll that far.
Oh, Tuali, yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's not Mazu.
No,
He's
no.
not Mazu. So, big out. Who do we got for this game? Roosters, Knights. Knights.
Roosters.
Can you tell us why?
Because it looks like Trent's finally put his foot down. And no, he actually has. He's lined up a decent team in proper positions.
That's not
You
him
know-
putting his foot down. That's just him changing the.
It's him dropping Lodge.
That was not a fucking this
But-
statue here would drop Lodge.
Yeah, but he
But
had him.
it's to do that.
He
Dragons
had him.
won't do something like that, okay? Please.
We drop a new player every week, buddy. Don't tell me.
You
about
drop your
it.
good players.
Yeah, don't tell me about
Like
dropping.
Billy Burns. I actually like the guy.
What?
Don't tell me about dropping. We drop
Oh,
everyone.
Couchman. I dropped Couchman, the
Couchman,
real ones.
yeah.
Like,
Couchman.
so Tupinall's
Little.
back to second row.
Yeah, little.
I like the way he's made the lineup this week. Manu to fullback. Thank God he's out of 5'8".
Manu at fullback. That's where he's played his best ever.
Like
footy.
even if he doesn't play his best, it's better than 5'8".
But that's where he's played his best ever
Yeah.
footy.
He wants to run, bro. Just let him run.
Yeah,
That's what it is. So, and then we got a halfback playing halfback. Kiri back to 5'8". I want to see him run again, which is because that's what he
Who's the
does best.
halfback, man, halfback?
Sandon Smith.
Okay.
I don't rate him the most, but
But
apparently
he's
he's
in
up
his
by his cup.
position. He's in his
now
position.
Turpin, he went to the judiciary. Did he get off? I think it happens tonight.
No, Tuesday happens.
So
Is it Wednesday or Tuesday happens? I think Wednesday
I think it's
maybe.
tomorrow.
Today's Wednesday, mate.
Yeah, today's Wednesday, but I think it's tomorrow. No, it
No,
should be today.
NRL 360 does
Okay,
it.
so it should be tonight. We'll know. Okay, so you finally got your wish of Hutchison not in the team.
Oh,
if
he's
Tur-
on the bench.
Yeah, but not starting. But if Turpin's out, he's not straight into hooker.
Well, that's shit
Look.
for me. I needed him to start.
Look, if he goes hooker, I'm not too fussed with it. Just don't let him like defend on the edges and run around.
So you're going to defend in the middle.
Yeah,
He's a
not,
brick wall, just
he's
leave
not
him there.
bad
Yeah,
one-on-one.
in the
but
middle is actually
running,
alright.
someone running straight at him is not bad.
But he'll get run around.
It's as soon as someone just shifts to the gap.
Look, it's a must-win game for the Roosters. I think they'll fire up because you can't get embarrassed so much and then keep getting embarrassed. Look at the Storm. They came back and flogged Sharks.
But that was after one game. One bad game, the Storm, and they came out and made a statement. You guys have had a bad 15
months.
weeks.
It'll be right.
It's from here on in, it's must-game win for the Roosters every single round.
Must win a game.
Must-win game, sorry.
I wouldn't say must-win.
I think it's must-win.
Still 11 games left.
And you guys got to win. You're sitting 12th.
These are the games you need to win.
You're sitting 12th.
Of
'cause,
course,
like,
no.
teams around you, like the Cowboys, have picked up. Canberra have, hot and cold, but they're looking good. Warriors running away with it. Sharks, you're going to think they're going to pull up soon. This week's a good time to start.
Yeah, it is. I don't know. We'll see. But I think Roosters will pull up this week. Whether they win or not will be different. But I think it'll be a better team,
Better performance.
better performance. Is Jared's playing?
Yeah.
We got one of one dickhead. You can keep one. It's all right.
Yeah.
Lodge?
Lodge.
Is Radley back?
No.
No. I think he's back next
Next
week.
week. 3
But I think we
weeks.
get him and Walker next week. I'm not
Yeah.
sure.
So, no,
Nah,
Walker's,
Walker's gone.
Oh, they put it again?
yeah,
There you
Walker's
go.
gone. Walker strained an ACL.
Yeah, that's right.
That's might as well tear it.
Should not have dropped him, but all
Yeah,
good.
that's, if they didn't drop him. All
Been a
that
different story.
all that changes. But that's what we're left with. So I like your reasoning. I really do. But I do think Knights, only one player out, like we said, Frizzell. They dropped Mazu, but only one player out, Frizzell, for Origin. Ponga's playing,
Fullback.
but he's playing very well.
Yeah.
Right, so it's looking scary. And
He's been attacking the line, and that's the last thing.
yeah,
he's
and their
done.
halves are very good. I just feel like you guys have... Tedesco's a massive loss.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, Tedesco's a massive loss, but Manu has done it at fullback before. All right, move on to Eels versus Manly. Eels have, or both teams have 2 players out. So you have Manly with, they've got Tom
Cherry
Travojevic and Daly Cherry Evans, and you got Para with Junior Paulo and Mitchell Moses. So pretty similar outs. I do think Manly without Tom Travojevic.
And Cherry Evans.
Yeah, thank you.
We saw how they dominated last
Yeah,
week.
but
play.
then you gotta remember Para without Dylan Brown and Moses.
I do think Dylan Brown, Moses out is not as bad as having not even Daly Cherry Evans, Tom Travojevic out for Manly.
That's fair.
Like them two dominated Dolphins, them two,
Yeah.
with Garrick's assistance, but them two were the main people in the middle, just running a complete mark. Like he said, without them two, I don't see him doing anything. Especially Kyle Wicks fullback. I
Yeah,
do not
Kyle
rate that
Wicks.
at all. Garrick's not touching
It's
the
not
ball.
Garrick at fullback.
No,
Garrick
he's
won't
playing
touch the
centre.
ball. when
Kyle
he's there.
Wicks, Kyle Wicks.
He won't
you know,
pass.
You know who reminds me of? Kyle Wicks is just a shitter version of, I don't know how you can get this, a shitter version of Hayes Perham. I swear to God, that's what he is.
You really don't like Hayes Perham, man.
No, I think he's a good, bro, he just steps for the sake
I
of
think
stepping.
put Hayes Perham on the wing.
That's right.
Yeah, that's where he should be playing. We signed him as a winger from Para. He came through Para out of like Hayes Dunstar, Sean Russell, Hayes Perham. He was the best one out of him. And we signed him and put him at fullback. But
He will be a good winger. He's fast, can
he'll be a gun
step.
winger.
Yeah.
He's got very good feet, lightning feet on him.
He's running back from the kicks. Be pretty
Yeah, it'll
good.
be good. But I just think at fullback, it's just he is, not what a first grade fullback nowadays
Yeah.
should be doing. But anyway, let's talk about who do we have for that game.
I gotta go Para.
You gonna get Para? All right, I've got Parramatta as well.
Yeah, Parramatta as well.
Yep. Like I scribbled it out.
Yeah, I didn't know that fucking dog was playing.
Who?
I thought Garrick could go fullback.
No. That's what everyone
That's
thinks.
yeah.
That's what they've been
Oh,
doing.
with Harper out and is Brad Parker out as well?
No,
Pretty sure.
I think
check
so.
it. Has he come back? Manly versus Eels.
No, I think Brad Parker's out for a fair bit.
Just read the 1 to 5.
2 more weeks, I think.
But yeah, I don't know. But
In Manly?
yeah.
Okay, so Weeks, Sub, Kula, Gary.
Yeah, they're both in.
They're both out. There you go. That's
Yeah.
why.
See, but they could have played. They could play Weeks at centre. Or play if you want tall Pelota in the centres and play Weeks.
Look, they saw what happened when they played Weeks fullback. It was absolute dog shit.
Yeah, it didn't get good.
And none of the backs actually touched the ball because of him. He doesn't pass. but
Nothing.
Up to him.
Can't stand it.
All right, we move
He
on.
literally turned my whole
sorry,
tip
my
around.
Who?
Yeah,
Weeks?
Weeks,
Yeah. So I seen I had Seagulls. I'm like, oh, has he thought about this?
Powell will give it to him.
Yeah, I think Para win pretty comfortably as well. All right, Tigers versus Storm. I think Tigers have Utakamanu out.
Yeah.
He'll probably come back.
But
No,
Luke-
he's on the
He's
bench.
playing.
He's
Luke,
playing. He's on the
Luke
bench.
Brooks out.
Luke Brooks out because of that
Injury.
injury.
Hamstring.
Is Brooks out?
Yeah.
100%?
He walked off.
He's out.
Let me check it.
And you got
Your Coruscant out.
Coruscant out with Jewel, mate.
Stafford Tower 6. Okay.
Stafford Toa.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. So yeah, you got. Who do we say was out?
So you got Coruscant out with Jewel.
Coruscant out, broken jaw, and he misses Origin selection.
Otakamanu.
Utakamanu out, Origin selection.
And Brooks.
You got Brooks out because of the hamstring. And you've got Stafford Toll moving to 5'8". I literally found that out now.
They just kept trying to pull a Manu, basically.
And then Storm
If
again.
Manu worked, you'd say. they're trying
Now,
to
Storm,
pull
you've got.
I was saying in general, like centre 2 with 5'8".
Storm, you've got. Yeah, but he's played fullback center. He plays everywhere. He's Mr. Fixin' for them. He's a better version of Hutchison.
Watch your mouth.
You got. You don't agree?
Hutchison, world's greatest fixer.
it. Tell him who he is. It's the next big Orbison.
Oh, yeah, he's next Orbison.
Oh,
He's
pretty much what I
Orbison.
said on the podcast.
They're gonna start calling. They're gonna start calling Orbison Hutchison, brother.
Yeah.
That's how good he goes at his job. All right, and then you got Melbourne. You got
Grant
out, Munster out,
Welsh.
Christian Welsh out. Massive names out.
Even Katoa's out.
Katoa's out. HIA.
Xavier Coates.
Xavier Coates got
No,
selected.
Katoa wasn't HIA. It was a cut that kept him out.
Oh, was it? Yeah, but then they checked
nice
it.
eye. I think
Oh,
eye
yeah, it
socket
was the
or
eye
something.
thing. I think he's got a broken orbit or something. I don't know what they were saying, but he's got an injury. I'm still tipping Melbourne.
I'm still tipping Melbourne.
Yeah, like, yeah.
Who do you got written down?
Tigers.
You got Tigers? Who do you reckon, but?
I don't know, I feel like because Melbourne are missing way too many players. They can't win.
Yeah, but so what? Like, bro, they're playing Wakeham is number 7. And
But they still have the back rows to do something. That's all it is.
They do.
That's all they need.
And they've got Buller.
And they've got, you know what? Yeah, I'm confident. Tigers.
Tigers? All right. No, I think Storm. I just think they're too well oiled, bro. Everyone, they just fit in. Next one off the line, go in.
Yeah, literally.
It's just crazy.
I just feel like
Man
Munster,
City
like
team.
Grant's a big loss. Grant is a very big loss.
Yeah, Grant's huge. Even Munster's
Yeah,
huge.
so
but-
them two are Melbourne Storm, and without them, I don't see them winning.
Yeah, but they still got so much weapons.
Like,
Tyrone
Bro,
Richard.
look. You've got, what's his name?
I say Meany and Hughes. That's it.
Yeah, Hughes, Meany, but everything goes off them.
Yeah, I know.
And it's a Tigers, like,
They do
They,
I
have,
they,
can't
they,
s-
they
like-
know how to leak points. I know
they
they,
do
do.
have
That's what
Xavier
it
Coates
is.
out too.
Yeah.
yeah, Xavier Coates.
I'm saying with the Tigers, if their two back rowers, Bateman and Papaleti, pop off,
Yeah.
they're unstoppable. And
Yeah.
you got Buller running around. Like,
It's a rough week.
Could
It's a
happen,
rough
but
one,
yeah, with all the outs, but I do think Storm will win. And then you got finished around Sharks, Bulldogs. Sharks, 0 Origin outs. They should have picked Hines for 7, but anyway, Filler doesn't know what he's
you're
doing.
going to go there, yeah?
And
Watch him have
Bulldogs
a fucking
have-
stellar of a game.
Bro, Hines is going to come out and
honestly,
just
or
fuck us
he
for
has a
80
shit
minutes.
game because he's depressed.
He's going to come out and fuck us for 80 minutes. That's what he's going to do. There's no way this goes any other way.
That's how I
You
see
don't
it.
reckon he could play shit at all?
No way.
Due to him being sacked?
No way.
No?
No. I don't see
It
it.
has an effect on people, this
Yeah, but I don't see it happening with him. Especially last week's performance. There's no way Nico Hines.
Comes back and backs that
So
up.
I'm not
like
saying you just win at all.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah.
saying Nico Hines playing to his best could be a bit.
This is going to be an absolute thumping. If we don't get thumped, I'll be happy.
Hey, last time you thought that, he's got
Bro,
close.
but I don't see it. Like we have, Adokar who's worth 50 points. Do you know who always says that? No.
Because
Because
like,
I
where
tell
that
him
car.
against the Rabbitohs. Mogi Adokar came off. Is he worth 50 points? So Adokar's out. So that's 50 points automatically. We're going to concede. All right.
Do you know I'm speaking about Kiraz? He's not the same.
He's still,
still
injured,
injured,
bro.
bro.
No, no,
Every
no.
time he
I'm
runs,
not
he's got a
blaming him. I'm
limp.
just saying, yeah.
Every
I
time he
miss his
runs, he's got a
work rate.
limp.
They just
So
have to rush him back in. Or
we had to. Even what about on the weekend where Kiraz and Avarula on that right side were both limping?
Yeah,
Burns
one's
is-
grabbing his arm, the other one's grabbing
Burns
his
is
his
back.
leg.
Surely Burns is back.
He's playing.
He's back.
He's playing for Attica.
He's back. But it's just injuries, bro. Every time we get something, someone else. But anyway, that still doesn't, like with the Bulldogs, where we are right now, it's like, all right, come on, we've got to start winning now. Like, all right, we gave you the first 15 weeks. We've got to start winning. Like, it's embarrassing.
You had enough time.
We're below where we were last year at this point. Yes.
Yeah, so
It is by one position.
So are we.
Premiership,
But it's still-
premiership next year.
Yeah. And that stat, bro. It's that stat. You want me to repeat the stat?
No, just go,
Yes,
please.
okay.
Just go.
So,
This guy living off the stat.
Sharks 14, Bulldogs with Josh Adokar out.
Josh.
I don't even think with Josh Adokar we can do anything in this game.
No, he's worth 50 points.
Yeah, so, we'll lose by 50, not 100.
Okay.
All right? Give me a tip for the week.
Trucks, obviously.
Sharks.
All right, I'm going Bulldogs.
Because I have to.
He went the whole spiel and then he does
I
that.
have to.
No,
Like,
yeah, he does that.
if you're tipping the Sharks, the Bulldogs, there's something wrong with you. I just can't tip against my team.
Okay.
Like, what's the point? What's the point? They're saying you support a team, you're going to watch them, this, that. Get out of it. All right?
They don't
I'm
come
tipping
out and show the
Bulldogs.
same, like, they don't back your faith by...
That's what I'm saying.
they
But
don't
last
come out and
week,
do
like on
nothing for you.
Supercoach, I captained Moses and I started Gutherson, which was masterstroke. But
You were cheering for him. I was like,
yeah, like when Gutherson went through for his hat-trick, yes, no, what am I doing? All right, so that's our tips for the week, and that's the review again. Like I said, a shortened round due to Origin. which we will get into a little later. So just before we get into Origin, Dragons finally come out. New head coach. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.
This is the longest appointment ever because this started in February. This process started in February, right? The Dragons came out at the beginning of the season and went, you know what? Season 2023, put a line through it, all right? Anthony Griffin, you know, we want you to stay this year.
Reapply for your job.
Yeah, we got literally reapply for your job, which automatically means
You're gone.
you're gone, right? Reapply for your job, but, you know, that means you're gone, all right? They could have got Flanagan in last year, straight after the season was done. The guy has no job. He knows the Dragons. You've been calling for it for how long, bro?
It's been too
As
long.
soon as Mary got sacked.
Yeah, literally.
As soon as Mary got sacked, which was what, 2 seasons ago?
Yeah, about 2 seconds.
But I think when he got sacked, Flanagan wasn't allowed to coach for another year. or
No, he
something.
was.
He
He
was.
was.
He
The
got his
year he got
license back.
sacked. He got sacked at the end of the year. The new year coming around was his
He was
year.
allowed. So he was assistant coach there under him, all right? And then you were calling for Shane Flanagan. And then the beginning of this year, they said, you know, reapply for your job. And if I was Anthony Griffin, I would have left.
Yeah,
I
he
was
should
like,
have.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
Reapply
you
for
know
your
the
job.
funny thing is, they had a list of names, and Shane Flanagan wasn't even on the list of names that they were going for.
Yeah, it's so weird. Bro, they called Billy Slater. So, this is come out now. They called Billy Slater. They chased Jason Rolls
Rolls.
hard. Dean Young and Ben Hornby, right? They were saying we want a rookie coach. After all this circus, they go and sign experienced coach. What are you doing?
Who should have
that's
been
what
there
they-
3 years ago.
That's what they
100%.
need. They need an experienced coach.
Yeah, they
don't
do. What do you need a rookie coach? You want a rookie coach to come
But
in with a
hey,
rookie club, a rookie team?
Do you know what
should
annoyed
say?
me when the caption said, Board of Dragons vote unanimously
Yeah.
for Shane Flanagan? Brother, just say he's the coach.
No. The board.
The board. That's how.
The big
That's, that's the impact of your board.
The board were the ones. 7 hands went up. We've been over this. 7 hands went up. 1 didn't go up, and it was doused.
The little worm
It
brains.
was doused.
It's a little
He didn't put his hand up for Shane Flanagan 2 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, and now we're going on.
Would have been different times, mate.
And Shane Flanagan, if he wasn't so, help me out here, desperate for an NRL first grade
no way
job,
he would've taken
he
it.
wouldn't have taken it.
No chance.
But looking at it, he's exactly what you need.
100%.
He's exactly what the Dragons need, a guy with experience. He's taken a Sharks team that were finishing 15th, 16th, 14th, 15th consistently in 3 seasons to a comp after their whole peptide scandal
Yep.
to a comp. He's exactly what you need because where he's picking his up now is where the Sharks were.
2027 Dragons Premiership.
Yeah, 3 years from now. Well, yeah,
Cool.
next year.
It's a decent call.
All right,
Oh,
so
this
he's,
guy.
he's a good player. He's a good coach. Hey, I've been calling him on for 10 years. I have to stick with it now. It's too late to back out.
You know, every time.
Imagine I'll back out, Bill.
Do you know what makes this fun? But now next year, I want you to lose every
But
single
imagine I back
game.
out. Imagine now I say we're not going to win it. As if you're not going to put it
It's
in.
no fun anymore.
You can't.
You're
You
going to
can't. I
pump
know.
me. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to say we're going to win it. And if we lose, hey, we lose. Of course we're going to lose.
Yes.
Come on, man. All right.
The negative starting to appear. I like this. I
Bro,
like
they,
it.
they've broken me. All right.
Fuck, our teams are shit.
Move into, yeah, we're having a rough time, bro.
All 3 of us.
See, but you two are used to it. You don't get as angry as I do. Because we have expectation. You guys don't.
Yeah, but you guys are going through your...
That's why it
Because
hurts.
in rugby league, you go through periods
Yeah, I
where
know.
your team dominates. That's because that's the salary cap. It's the beauty of it. Where one day you're at the bottom, unless you're a Melbourne fan, they're the only one. I don't think they've ever missed the 8 in their history. They won the comp in their second year.
That is a well-oiled machine.
Or first
Yeah,
year.
literally
first
the only
year.
time they missed it and the last time I remember was the
The
scandal.
cheating scandal.
2010.
Yeah,
Other than that,
And who won the comp in 2010? Asterisk next to it. St. George
Bullshit.
Illawarra.
No,
Asterisk
asterisk.
next to
there
it.
is actually.
If Melbourne went in it,
I don't care.
They probably smashed both.
Asterisk.
I don't care.
asterisks.
Put
All right?
asterisks next to yours fucking double movement try.
Asterisks.
Thank you. Someone
All
that
right?
understands
So,
football.
move on to the origin changes. All right, the origin changes. So, for Queensland, we'll go through each team. Queensland, Coates comes in for Cobbo, Nanai comes in for Gilbert, and Fodawaker comes into the bench for an injured Jai Arrow. All right, what do we think of those changes?
Big shoes to fill. Very big shoes to fill. I'm happy Xavier Coates gets chosen because he can't handle a ball to save his life. But he probably will in Origin, but
Yeah.
God knows. Nanai,
Well, he's done the job in Origin before.
He has.
he
Last
has,
year.
yeah, but
Last year, he killed it.
his defense is shocking. Jeremy Nanai I'm happy about because I don't rate him anymore. Like last
Jeremiah
year.
Nanai?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
no.
been injured, has he not?
I've never rated him.
Yeah.
Even
Like
last
last year, he
year-
was just scoring off kicks.
Even last
and
year, he
shit,
scored
yeah.
off kicks.
Still, like, he's a decent player.
To get himself
It's,
there.
it's a skill to
it's
have.
it's a decent player.
It's a skill to have, but he never, when he runs, he hardly ever. He done it last year, of course, and he's done it this year, but he doesn't do it as much as the top tier second rowers do it, right? Where he breaks the line and scores. He doesn't do that, right? But I'm happy with that because they lose Gilbert, who's bro, just one of those two-headed rednecks, right? Tackle anything with legs. To Nanai, who was born in New Zealand, knows nothing about Origin. All of a sudden, he's playing for Queensland.
Well, they have a habit of doing that.
Yeah, they love it. Talking about another bloke who's born in New Zealand, has no idea about Origin. Fodawaker, who's been in career best form. He's been playing so well. This is such a good substitute.
Well, you can
for
You can tell it's not Freddie picking the team.
Yeah,
I can tell you that.
someone
much.
with
like the Fodawaker pick is like it's Commander pick. Same thing.
Yeah.
And the Commander's alright actually.
He's not bad. No, he's not bad. It's better than
Origin
Pengai.
worthy, we'll see.
It's better than Pengai.
Oh,
And he's young, and you're going to give him experience.
Jack the Bell.
It's a play. What a place to make your debut. It's not going to be more hostile than that.
It's hard. This is the hardest game he'll play so far.
100%. And then we'll move on to New South Wales changes. So Cook comes in for Appy, who broke his jaw.
Happy with that.
It's good.
Okay, courtesy of a nice elbow from Big Tino, who again, no
got off
suspension.
free, completely
Yep.
free.
All right, Cleary out for Moses. Cleary out with that hamstring. We'll go through 'em.
Absolutely fucked.
Reece Robson in for Nico Hines. Latrell Mitchell back in for New South Wales, which pushes Stephen Crichton to 18th man. Now let's talk about these one by one. So Cook for Appy.
I'm happy.
Well, that's all.
I thought that should be.
That should have been
He
the
should
first
have been the
pick.
hooker for game one. Saying that, Appy did play well.
Yeah.
It was one of our there was probably 5 players who played well that first game. I think Appy was one of them.
Yeah.
Yep. Cleary out for Moses. When we sat down and picked our Origin team, it was either Hines.
Moses wasn't in the picture.
It was either Hines or
Adam Reynolds.
Adam Reynolds. And then I brought up, and I know you brought up Gus Gould, said Moses. And they've gone ahead and picked Moses, who killed it against the Dogs, but
It's not.
Tedesco killed it against the Dogs.
The Dogs are not a Queensland side.
It says nothing. It literally says nothing.
We said it. We knew Freddie was going that way.
Everyone knew.
That's all we asked everyone. Thank you to the people who tagged New South Wales Blues.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
No.
We are fucked.
Yeah.
I do not rate Moses. He has never won a pressured game.
Yeah, he under pressure. He's
With a team he had for the last 5 years, one grand final he made and lost it.
I'm speechless. I don't
The
know.
one game he played for the Blues, we got absolutely
we got
destroyed.
robbed.
He said he's been preparing for this.
No,
since
he's not preparing for a
2017.
dig. He's not preparing for a dig, no.
Do you see it going good at all?
Not at all. I'm praying he proves me wrong.
I think he's got the potential to do something good.
No, I don't.
I honestly do. Because he's not a bad player.
Rate
not
him out of 10.
Out of 10,
Out of 10.
8, 7.
8?
Yeah.
Nah, not for me.
What would you rate him out of 10?
I'll give him an 8.
Yeah.
An 8?
On his good day.
He's a good player. On his
No,
good
no,
day.
don't talk, no good day.
This season?
Overall.
Season 7, 100%.
Overall, I'm saying.
This season he's been playing a 7.
But most
100%.
overall, good and bad games together.
No, bro. He made a grand final last
How'd
year.
you drop him to 4 points?
He made a grand final last year. He's been playing well for a
But
really underperforming
See,
team.
he's saying overall. Last year and this year are not. He's been playing for 10 years.
Yeah, but he hasn't been a 4 his whole career.
No,
I'm saying,
he's
he's a
not.
6.
No.
For me, he's a 6. Overall, he's a 6.
Nah.
I think he's a 7. Honestly, think he's a 7. I think he's very good. I think he's a good
I
player.
don't mind him. I don't hate him as much as you do. I would say.
You just don't like him.
I
You've
would
got
say-
to-
No, don't. Like, I don't like him.
He is an overall 7. would
It's
say
not that
so.
I don't like him. I don't see him winning a game at Suncorp for a decider, which we've never done before.
Well, you know what? Now we
We have
have
done
we
it.
have we have done
Huh?
it before.
We have done it.
Oh no,
Never.
For a decider.
For a decider, we've
Once,
never.
I'm pretty sure once.
No, never.
We've never gone up 1-0 down or like with the thing on the line and won.
We've never done it, and they want Moses to do it.
Listen, he's gonna have to.
you-
He's gonna have to prove us wrong. We can't do anything now.
Look, I
you got to
can
back
see-
your heart.
I'm telling you this now. If we do win that game, I promise to God it won't be because of him. It will be because everyone else.
Well, it will be. It will be.
It won't be 'cause
It
of
will
him.
be. You go to
I'm
Queensland.
burning,
You go to Queensland. You win, and your halfback wasn't.
The
a
guy
big
can't
part
beat
of
the
it.
Broncos. You want him to beat Queensland team.
Let's see. I'll have faith in him. I like the
have no
team that's
faith.
selected is better than the team that got selected in game 1. 100%.
Why is Hudson Young still there?
What is it?
Why is Hudson Young there?
That's a fucking.
I
very
like
good
Hudson
question.
Young.
That is a fucking very good question.
I like Hudson Young.
I like Hudson Young.
But you agreed he should be
He got-
removed.
No, I didn't.
He
I
likes
said
Pang.
I named him in my team. I
He
still
likes
got it here.
Pangai, bro. He likes Pangai.
No, I don't like Pengai.
No,
I
Pangai
just
off the
said-
bench is a whole different story.
I just said Otakamanu is a better choice than Pengai.
100%.
But I do like how Hudson Young got 20 minutes. 20 minutes.
But in that 20, did absolutely nothing.
Okay, Tedesco got 80 and done nothing.
Yeah,
Tedesco
dude.
got... No, he
He
didn't.
didn't pass.
Thank you. He didn't pass. Why don't we drop Teddy? For 80 minutes, he done nothing. Hudson Young got 20 minutes and got fucking hooked off so fast, his head was spinning. I think he's a good player.
I am going to back Ali on this. I reckon he has the potential to win us the game.
Who? Mitchell
Moses,
Moses. Well, he's gonna. If we win, it's back. It's off the back of Moses. 100%.
If we win, it's Luai on the left side.
No, bro.
Literally.
No,
Latrell
no,
Mitchell,
No, it's
To'o or them.
no. They know that. They know that left side. They know that left side.
That's where we're gonna
if
win.
we're gonna win, we have to use our right side. We have to.
We have to use our
side.
right. But
it's-
our right's not going to do anything.
And if we win, it's his kicking game. His kicking game has to be spot on.
Looks a donkey. He's not kicking game, bro.
I think.
If Reynolds was there, I'm telling you, he knows Suncorp. He's Queensland, his teammates.
Completely agree.
All right, why don't you put someone there?
Completely
He
agree.
plays at Suncorp. It's his home ground.
Completely agree. But
We're not. That's not our argument.
Yeah.
We are
He's been
all
picked.
on the same page.
Shittless.
Reynolds, I would rather Reynolds.
Reynolds
yes.
should have been picked.
But
we agree with that.
Moses.
He's been
has the
selected.
poten-
We got to back him.
Yeah, we have to.
You got to back him. Let's see. We're gonna watch next Wednesday.
He's
We'll
got
see.
potential. Well, like, his running game's dangerous and his kicking game's dangerous. He's
Because if
got
he
potential.
comes-
His running game compared to Bulldogs and Queensland is a different story.
Not Bulldogs. Didn't run against the Bulldogs, bro. He barely ran against the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it was all his passing and kicking, except for that one run where he split
His
us.
3 choices were.
You've
No,
seen
his
him
3
run.
tries was he
Bringing up
targeted
Pangai.
Pengai.
Yeah.
You've
He
seen him
targeted
run.
Pengai.
You've seen him run. You know he can run.
All right. So listen, I think 100% we should have been Reynolds. Should have been Walker at 5'8". That didn't happen.
They all got cleared for injury.
But-
Why the fuck they
Yeah,
get
no,
cleared for
why-
no reason?
Yeah, why? And New South Wales Rugby League put that out. Put that
He
statement
gets
out.
Latrell Murray. He leaves the best player out.
Yeah,
But
so-
Murray on bench again.
Yeah, I don't understand.
See what?
I don't understand. Even Martin's on the bench as well.
Yeah, I
So anyway, that's Cleary and Moses.
Impact
Listen,
play.
next
I think
Wednesday,
I honestly think we've lost. I
exactly like
honestly
the
think
first
we've lost.
one. A what's it called? A Origin special to drop next Thursday. So straight after the game, we're gonna record it. You can say whatever you want about Moses, and I'm gonna be here to talk only about good stuff because we're gonna win that game.
Like I said, if we win, it's not because of him.
It is. There's no way, Bill, that we win, and it's not because of the halfback.
Watch.
There's no way. Who's gonna carry the team?
Latrell.
I told you.
No, bro,
everyone
there's no
else.
way.
Everyone else.
He'll probably score the tries, but it's the kicking game. The pinpoint kicks.
What about
Bro, I'm
his
telling you
running?
now.
The
Do
repeat
you know if
sets.
Queensland goes 6-0 up, you won't see Moses for the game. I'm telling you now. He always does that.
I know he does, but you got to back him.
No, fuck him.
You got to back him. He's been selected. You got to back your team. All right, well, let's talk about Teddy then.
What?
If you're saying that, let's talk about Teddy. Where's he been all year? Clutch
He
moments.
shows up, but just gets destroyed in the process.
No, he
hasn't showed up on a big game.
He's been here for the past 3 weeks.
There's no
Honestly,
big game
the
he
past
showed
3
up. He
weeks.
hasn't showed up against Penrith twice.
He
Disappeared.
did. He was the only one playing.
scored
Him and
one
Kiri.
try.
But him and Kiri were the only ones doing anything.
Come on. All right, listen, let's move on. Reece Robson in for Hines. When I seen this, I'm like,
It's literally the same thing.
yeah, but I'm like, what the? No, it's not the same thing. This is a hooker. He bought in a hooker for a utility player, right?
Yeah, but we didn't
Do you
mind
know
Hines
what
playing
I
hooker.
fucking read, by the way, before we fucking continue?
But this is
If he's swearing, there's something big.
You know that donkey, Freddie, could have unlocked Burden in game 1 because we had 2 injuries. He could have unlocked him and used him as the centre
Yeah,
that
chose
we needed.
Hines. That's the pro. Yes.
Do you know that? Yeah,
No, I
he
didn't
could
know
have
that.
unlocked him. He could have unlocked his 18th man and used him.
It's 2
He
injuries.
didn't unlock him. He fucking throws Hines in there.
into the centres.
Yes.
The guy's on drugs.
And then they give him 10 minutes to play out of position just so they can hook him.
Where
He
he
got a
was-
centre there ready, playing with his
he
fucking
lost us the game
cock.
himself, the dickhead.
He did.
Bro, no, we'll talk about it after, all right? The biggest problem in New South Wales, as we always say. Reece Robson comes in for Nico Hines. Now, this makes no sense to me at all. Why? Api Coruscant is not an 80-minute hooker. That's the game that you fucking have a
Wait,
hooker
I
on your
read that
bench.
Reece Robson's starting now.
No.
They said we're keeping our options open.
But I told you the game plan. I told you last when
Yeah,
we
start
read
with
it.
Reece Robson, bring on Cook. That's what he said. So they're keeping their options.
That's the only way it's
Why
going to
would
work.
you put another? Oh,
That's the only way.
listen,
That's
so-
the only way that pairing's going to work.
We
You
had-
don't bring Reece Robson on for
But
fucking
Cook's an
90 minutes.
80-minute player. Why do you?
That's what I'm saying. Api Coruscant is not an 80-minute hooker, right? Hasn't played 80 minutes in a long, long time. He picks Hines on the bench. And now we have an 80-minute hooker in Cook.
He brings another
He
hooker.
brings on another hooker. It's so backwards.
Do you know if we do lose this, and Phil is still there next year,
No, there's no
The
way.
NRL can suck my nuts.
Bro, win, lose or draw, he has to go.
Even if we win it, brother, get rid
Win,
of it.
lose or draw, he has to go.
No, because if we win it, I was the mastermind. I put Murray on the bench. Robson, wow. That's what's going to happen.
Bro, I don't know. So Reece Robson, poor guy, has to make his good player.
He's a good
Oh,
player.
he's
Very
a
good
good
player.
player.
I don't hate
Very-
the fact that he's
But
there.
there's no
No.
reason for him there.
Yeah, it's just weird. It's weird because you could have had what's his name, Burton. Okay, you could have had Hines if you want. It's so
It
weird.
makes no difference.
It's so weird to have another hooker there when you have an 80-minute hooker. Anyway, Pangai out for Utakamanu.
Oh, no, I honestly
Thank
reckon
God. Yeah.
Pangai as an impact player off the bench would have been better. I
I'd
reckon
rather
to me.
Utakamanu.
Utkamanu is a safer option. Barely make mistake.
Yeah, I'd rather Utakamanu. Utakamanu gets the ball, runs, plays it.
But Pangai off the bench will change the game.
Pangai looks
Not
like he's
starting.
always pressured. There's always pressure on himself, even for the
He's
Dogs.
stressing. He looks like he's stressing.
Yeah, where it's like, I have to big play. I have to
I
do a big
think
play.
that's-
Bro, if he learns, because he's a hell of a runner. He is such a devastating runner. When he just pins the ears back and just runs at the line, he's so devastating. If he can just run the ball and quick play the balls, bro, you'll be a gun forward.
I think that's what the Dogs have been teaching him now.
What? Just to run.
Everything. Yeah, no, besides that.
Yeah, see, against the game.
Everything besides that.
But the
Yeah.
game against Titans, when he came on when everyone was thrashed,
Yeah.
mate, he was watching his offload. All right, there's no pass. Not with the Blues. You see what he just turned around.
Just throw it. Throw it.
Just
Didn't
pointless,
see, like,
pointless.
he's seen the blue jersey there, but he didn't see the 1,000 maroons around it. Bang.
It's colourblind.
So, yeah, poor guy. All right, so that's the problem with Penga. I think having it to Kamano there is
It's
a
safer
positive.
Option, safer option.
Is a positive. Is another big body, which I think we lacked.
Yeah.
'Cause I'd rather have a big body in the
Still don't know what
rotation.
Hudson Young's doing there.
I like Hudson Young.
Thank you.
We spoke about it. All right. Latrell Mitchell back in for New South Wales, which is a huge plus. Huge plus.
If Tommy Turbo can stay on his fucking legs, it would be nice.
Well, not even that. If Tommy Tobin can get some ball. Get him some ball. He got injured in defense
Yeah.
because he didn't get any attack. So,
That's scary, but that's scary. If he got injured in fucking defense, what's going to happen to him in
Look,
attack?
look.
If he gets to the ball.
let's see.
One good thing is there's no more those little chip kicks that Cleary was doing.
Yeah, they
Dumb my ass in.
I'm
They
happy that
booed me.
Cleary's gone. But this is the problem. If Moses wins this game, do they drop him and bring Cleary back? or
No,
he's not?
Cleary won't be ready.
What,
He's missing 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
Yeah.
5 more weeks from now. Next
No.
Origin's in 4
He's
weeks.
missed 2 weeks. No?
No, one. He missed like this
This
that
will be
round
his
was his
second
last
week.
round.
This Saturday
This
will be
is
his
his second round. And Origin
He missed
3
the
is in
Dragons
4
week.
weeks.
And then
And
He won't be ready. He won't be fit
yeah,
at all.
just the Dragons was his first. Oh no, Roosters was his first miss. He got injured against you. Yeah, so he won't be ready.
thank God.
All right, and I like it because the team is the Penrith contingency
No,
is.
you want him there. I'm only saying thank God.
A
Because it's
little
not going
off.
to be a dilemma later. Moses wins the game, comes out, has a blinder, and then they fucking hook him and put
Yeah,
Cleary
so
back.
Stephen Crichton back to 18th man because Mitchell comes in and takes his spot back. Keon Kolomatangi is the 19th man, someone who you said should have been in the team.
Yeah.
I agree. Even what's his name, the Manly back rower,
Olakuatu.
Olakuatu. He's done everything right to be in
He's
that
been
team.
quiet lately.
Yeah,
Colin Montangi's a lot better. He
Kolomatangi is a lot better.
he
than
wants
him.
to play for the ball. A really good player.
He's a very good player, right? And he's been in the system for a while. I think game 1 it should have been Olakuatu on the bench instead of Pengai
Kolomatangi?
started. But Olakuatu, because Kolomatangi wasn't fit for game 1. But I think Olakuatu should have been there instead of Pengai on the bench.
But see, what I don't get about Fafita, Brad
You love him.
Fittler.
You love Fafita.
Yeah, David, yeah. So he chops Hudson Young after 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Why is it that he starts him again?
Yeah, I don't know.
Where Filler's mind goes.
I don't know.
I just want to be in his brain. Just
I
wanna
had
pick it.
when we picked our teams, I had Hudson Young on the bench.
How do you not start Liam Martin?
I don't know. And bro, Liam Martin and Murray can go for days.
I'm
For
over this. I'm
days.
actually over this.
It's very annoying. It's very
How we
annoying,
haven't won
very
5
frustrating
series
watching
straight is beyond me.
it. Yeah, it's
The only person that deserves to be there, Frizzell. I love him.
yeah, Tyson Frizzell, 100%.
Fucking
He's a fucking workhorse
He's
player.
hard on
Like
his
a
sleeve, that
super-
guy,
gun.
man. He's hard
He's
on
a
his
gun.
sleeve.
All right, so just to recap, 18th man for Queensland, AJ Brimson,
That's a good one.
gun, okay, and covers the whole back line.
Literally, yeah.
Literally from 7 to 1, he covers all of it. We have Stephen Crichton who covers just the centres.
Fullback, apparently.
100%. Yes. Going to win his comp next year. All right.
Shut your mouth.
And Corey Horsburgh, 19th man, very close to getting picked, but he went with Nanai because he's played before, and Fodawaker just for that bigger body. Okay, Horsburgh is 19th man. I thought 100% he was going to make his Origin debut this year. If he doesn't make it in game 3, he'll make it next year, 100%. Because Horsburgh's
I think him and Hopgood will be there soon.
Yeah,
Real
Hopgood's a gun.
soon.
too.
Only if he follows his form in next year.
Yeah, Hopgood's a gun too. All right. That is it for the podcast. So we went through the review, and we're going to just quickly go through our tips again. So who do you have? Maui, Cowboys, Panthers.
Penrith.
Okay, I've got Cowboys.
Cowboys,
Okay, you got Roosters, Knights.
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 Roosters,
Eels versus Manly.
Sorry, Para.
I got Eels.
Eels.
Tigers, Storm.
Melbourne.
Got Storm.
Who's it? Oh, Tigers,
Okay, and the last game, Sharks versus Bulldogs.
Sharks.
Bulldogs.
Sharks.
Sharks.
All right, so
Sharks.
you heard it here first. Do as you wish with those tips, okay? If you lose money, go to these two, because Antoni's tipped the Bulldogs. All right, guaranteed win, easy win. That's what's gonna make you your money, bro. You know how fucking long we are.
Yeah,
And
it
the
would make
betting-
him
oh
money.
my
Yeah,
God.
it would make him money.
All right, so it would if they do win. You're killing it. All right. So anyway, we don't condone betting, by the way. Astaghfirullah. All right. Thank you for tuning in.
All the others.
Make sure you go to the description below and find our socials. Make sure you like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next week. Peace.
He front kicked him in the face. Salute.